On Global TV News Express, in response to New York Times article on Nigeria's economy, presidency says Nigeria spent $1.5 billion monthly to defend the naira before Tinubu's foreign exchange reforms. Christian Council raises alarm over 160,000 children living with HIV in Nigeria. In business, Nigeria's revenue agencies enjoyed 131% surge in cost of collection bounty in first quarter of 2024. On the foreign scene, campaigning kicks off in France for snap election. In sports, officials of Athletics Federation of Nigeria sweated out over record entry at Olympics trials in Benin City. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express or Global Television. Coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. Eid Mubarak to all our viewers. I am Anthony Momodu. The presidency has insisted that 250,000 naira minimum wage clamor by organized labor is unsustainable, warning that the federal government cannot channel all its resources to meet such a demand. The warning comes 2 days after the Association of Local Government of Nigeria raised concerns over the 62,000 naira being proposed by the federal government. The Association of Local Government of Nigeria had said if approved, the wage may put a strain on the council's financial burden. Following the expiration of the tenure of the local government chairman in Rivers State, some youth in the Gama local government area of the state have taken over the council headquarters. This came as local government chairman in the state under the aegis of the Association of Local Government of Nigeria have vowed to remain in office, citing the local government amendment law by the Martin Amelule-led 27 House of Assembly members, empowering them to extend their tenure by 6 months. The Association State Chapter Chairman Orwell Ihunda, who is the chairman of the Port Harcourt City local government area, insisted that the law by the House of Assembly empowers them to remain in office. The Christian Council of Nigeria has raised the alarm over the high rate of children living with the human immune deficiency virus HIV in Nigeria, saying of the estimated 160,000 children living with the virus in Nigeria, only 45,000 are receiving treatment. The council made the call at a close-out ceremony of the HIV intervention program implemented in collaboration with the World Council of Churches in Abuja. The council urged government and other stakeholders to intensify efforts to combat the spread of HIV and AIDS among children in the country. The federal government has announced plans to begin an assessment of the ongoing cleanup of the oil-polluted site in Ogoni land in Rivers State to ascertain how it impacts the lives and livelihood of the people. The Senior Special Assistant on Community Engagement to President Bola Tinubu, South Gift Jambu, disclosed this during a one-day Ogoni Cleanup Stakeholders Roundtable meeting in Bori, headquarters of Kana local government area of Rivers State. The government promised that it would give proper attention to addressing the challenges and bottlenecks affecting the development of the oil and gas-rich area. Following the outbreak of cholera in Lagos, the state government has activated its Public Health Emergency Operations Center at the Mainland Hospital, Yaba. This is as the United Nations Children's Fund urged Lagos state government to urgently provide high-standard water and sanitation facilities to communities in order to curb the disease. According to the statement on the government's website, Public Health Emergency Operations Center was convened to address the increasing number of severe gastroenteritis cases across multiple local government areas in Lagos. The statement noted that the State Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, disclosed this while speaking on steps taken to control the outbreak in Lagos. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency says that it has destroyed not less than 10,534,000.78 kilograms of cannabis, also called marijuana, cultivated on 4,213 912 hectares of farmland in Edo State. The agency spokesman Femi Babafemi in Abuja said that the farm was located at Ohen Forest in Ovia North local government area of the state. Babafemi said that the operatives of the agency who raided the forest on June 12 arrested 4 suspects. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has threatened to wield the big stick against the airlines flying into restricted areas in the country. The Aviation Authority said this after it received a letter from the Office of the National Security Advisor reporting a sighting of an unknown aircraft flying over the presidential villa. As a result, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority warned airlines operators in Nigeria through a letter sent to them. The letter read partly that the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority wishes to refer to Part 8.8.121 of Nigerian CARs, which states that no person must operate an aircraft in a prohibited area or a restricted area, the particulars of which have been duly published, except in accordance to the condition of restriction or by permission of the state over whose territory the areas are established. The United Nations Children's Fund has stated that children under the age of 5 are particularly vulnerable to severe dehydration and higher mortality rates during cholera outbreaks. A statement by the chief of the United Nations Children's Fund Lagos Field Office, Celine Laforgia, says addressing the challenges of cholera outbreaks requires the deliberate focus of state policies to provide high standard water and sanitation facilities, as well as strengthen healthcare systems capable of responding to the demand in times of outbreaks. She added that the state should lead educational campaigns on cholera prevention to protect children and the population at large. The National Association of Nigerian Students has appealed to the federal government not to reverse its earlier ban on certificates obtained from universities in Togo and Republic of Benin. In a statement signed by its National Senate Clerk, Abdul Yekini Odunayo, in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, the student body warned against yielding to the unnecessary pressure over what it referred to as long as overdue policy, saying any action contrary will only spell doom for the nation and jeopardize its stand on qualitative education for its citizens. The All-African Student Union has underscored the imperative of ensuring investment in education on the African continent. The association started this in a press briefing to commemorate 2024 African Students' Day in Abuja. Sharon Ajay has the report.
President of All African Students Union, Osisiogu Osikeyin, emphasized the critical role of education financing in ensuring that every child in Africa has access to inclusive, accessible, and relevant learning opportunities.
We are confident that alternate solutions at the level of innovative financing tools could be found and implemented on the continent, particularly through private sector, public-private partnership, who could also contribute in financing education by investing majority of their corporate social responsibility, CSR, spending on education-related ventures.
He further warned that the learning crisis on the continent, orchestrated by political instability, will become a critical obstacle to development if investment and security in education are not enhanced, adding that expanding funding for education, both domestically and from external sources, is a key pathway to addressing this challenge.
We wish to call on all countries in Africa to endorse and respect the Self-School Declaration, currently supported by over 108 countries, to take concrete steps to better protect students, teachers, and schools and universities from attack during conflicts, including by refraining from using schools for concentration camps and military purposes.
He commended the union's grand patron, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakilome, for his passion and contribution to education revolution in the region.
We wish to thank our man of God, our grand patron, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakilome, DSC DD, for his passion for education and his dauntless stance on matters concerning Africa and her contemporary development. May God continue to increase him and his ministry.
The African Student Day has been celebrated on June 16th every year since 1991 as a significant occasion to reaffirm the continent's collective commitment to the well-being and educational rights of students across Africa. Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
You're watching News Express coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times Channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When News Express returns, Presidency says Nigeria spent $1.5 billion monthly to defend the Naira before the Tinubu foreign exchange reforms. These and other stories coming right after this break. Do stay with us.
Road, the increasing challenge of keeping track of health matters can be extremely demanding. Follow the latest health tips and trends on Health Guide on Global Television on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Health Guide on Global Television. Put your health first.
Hello, children. Gather around, let me tell you a story. Do you know that stories have a way of captivating the minds of children, bringing fun and imagination to teach them morals? Join Sharon Ajay as she takes you to explore the thrilling and exciting world of storytelling.
I'll be sharing with you our next interesting story.
Tune in every Saturday on Global Television, time 5:30 p.m.